everyone, my name is Rachel Langston. Welcome back to Oak and Lamb. Today we're talking about EasySubli. We're going to be able to share with you how to use it and how easy of a material it is to use. We have very few supplies today. We're going to be using a little onesie. This one is 100% cotton. However, this material is designed to be applied to 100% cotton, 100% polyester, or a poly cotton blend, which is really amazing. So there's not a ton of limitations to the product and the material that you can use with it. So today we're using a 100% cotton little onesie. We also have the EasySubli already printed out from our sublimation printer. We will go through all of that later. We have the EasySubli mask, which we do not have to use for this particular project, but I'll explain when you will need this and if you do and where to get it. We also have a piece of parchment paper, a Cricut mat. We're using our Explore 3 today. We also have a couple of miscellaneous Cricut tools here. We have a weeder tool, a true control knife, and a brayer. And as far as our heat source, we are using our Cricut auto press today. You can use whatever type of heat source you have, as long as it is bigger than the actual design you are using. That is one of the rules you're going to want to follow for this material. So today we're using our auto press. Let's flip on over into Design Space and I'll share with you the design we're working with and how you can manipulate your designs for this product. Okay, here in Design Space is the design on the right that we are using for this project today. The design on the left is exactly how Becca created the cut file. Now you can totally use this EasySubli on a cut file as is. You will just need the transfer mask, which I showed you. I have it linked down below for you guys as well. But I would rather have this on one piece. I'd rather it not cut out each individual letter. So that is why over here on the right design, I have added an offset. This is also going to be helpful if your material color is a color that maybe clashes with one of the colors in your design or something like that. Since this is a white material, you can place it on any color you want to shirt wise. Just be mindful about, like, if you want to place this on a blue shirt or something. We're placing ours on a blue onesie today, that this blue might clash with that blue if there's not like a little offset around it to kind of make it pop a little easier to read and all that. So do think about that. Now all we did for this is to make it one solid piece is to go over here. We had to click our SVG. And at this point, since this is an SVG, again, most of the cut files we have at Oak and Lamb are both SVGs and PNGs. SVGs are the type of file which enables you to be able to change the color as you want to. So if you wanted to change any color on this cut file, you absolutely could do so. This would be the time you'd want to do that as well. We have hundreds of cut files at Oak and Lamb, not just these, but these are some of my favorites. So you're going to go and click offset, and it's going to give you a preview in this blue outline here. So this looks pretty good. I might want it just a little bit smaller, like that. Now I'm going to click apply. Now, as you can see, there's some space here, and I want this filled in. So I'm actually going to make our offset a little bit bigger than that. Just play around with this, be picky. Okay, that looks good. Now, you see these spaces here? I want to go ahead and fill those in. So I'm going to go over here to Contour and click Hide All Contours. Now, once I have this design exactly the way that I want it, we're going to go through here, select both of these layers. You can see that all of our cut file layers and that offset layer are selected, and we're going to click Flatten. We also changed that offset color from black to white, as you can see. You are going to want to size this. Make sure you measure and size your shirt or your onesie or whatever you're putting on this. You want to size it properly. We have sized ours to 5 inches. Now, once you have it and you're ready to go, you can go ahead and click Make It. We're going to click Continue, and we're going to send this to our printer. Now, again, we are using our Epson Workforce 7840. This is a sublimation printer. You cannot use this material with, inkjet printers, laser printers. You're going to want to use your sublimation printer. So we're going to go ahead, use System Dialog, leave bleed on, and we're going to click Print. And once you minimize that screen, this is gonna pop up and you're gonna be able to select your tray. We're gonna want to print this from our rear tray, and we're gonna move our quality from normal to best. We want this to be a nice print. And we went ahead and printed this out for us. You can see the colors are a little bit dull. I want you to kind of pay attention to that because they will brighten up a lot through this process. Now, this is a little bit of an odd instruction, but this is what it says to do. And the instructions of the material packaging is to place this in your heat press and shut the lid or hover the heat over it. My best guess is that it's to lock in all of the ink. So we're gonna follow the directions and do that with our AutoPress. So we're gonna take our image, place it right here in our AutoPress, and we're gonna shut the lid, but not all the way. We're gonna hover the heat over this. And I'm not sure if I told you guys a time yet. The instructions say around 1 minute, and let that ink set in. Now, we have never created this project without doing this step, so we're not really sure what the impact is if you do not go ahead and heat and lock in your inks on this. So if it's in the instructions, definitely do it. Your EasySubli will have the same instructions, especially if you get the EasySubli brand of this. So do pay attention to those instructions. So once that is done, we're just gonna pop this out and let it cool down for a bit. You want to do this before you cut it, of course, and we're gonna be cutting this on the regular everyday iron-on setting. You can give this more pressure if you want to, but we have noticed that it works totally fine without giving it any more pressure. So we're gonna let this go ahead and cool down, and once it's cool, we're gonna apply it to our mat and then let it cut out in our machine. So we're gonna bring our mat in and apply our material down, top left corner, just like always. And you'll notice a question you might be asking is, you didn't mirror that. Are you supposed to? You are not. You do not have to mirror this material. That is one of the benefits of it. So we have this ready to go. Let's go ahead and place it into our machine. Once again, we do have our everyday iron-on material setting selected, but it will prompt you to place your material shiny side down and mirror it. We're going to ignore those prompts because this material does not require that. Once it's cut out, I just like to remove the excess with my True Control knife. And remove that from the mat. Then you can get your weeder tool and weed this up. And this material weeds really well, it cuts really well. We've never had a problem doing that. Now we can remove it from the mat, which you guys know I like to remove it this way from the mat. And this right here is the point in which you would apply your mask if, like I mentioned in Design Space, you were cutting each of these letters out individually. There were separate pieces. Since this is all one piece, it's going to be very easy to peel off and place on our onesie. But any time you would use regular transfer tape for regular adhesive vinyl is when you would use this mask. I hope that makes sense. But think about it before you purchase it, because again, it is another purchase you have to make. If you want to add offsets always when using this material, don't bother buying the mask. So it's totally up to you what you want to do. So now I'm going to bring in our mat from our AutoPress. That's right, I took it off of the base. This was Becca's suggestion and it actually works amazing. So just take this mat off, it just sits on there. So I'm going to take it and place our onesie on there. Now I'm going to go through the motions that I would to tell you guys about heat transfer vinyl on 100% cotton. Pre-wash it. If it's 100% cotton, go ahead and dry it. So if it's going to shrink up, it does, unless you know for a fact you'll never have to dry this or you never do dry it. So make sure that you pre-wash this if it's 100% cotton. We're going to take this, we're going to start in a corner, and we're going to peel this off. Be very gentle whenever you get to like an edge like that. You want to be gentle when you peel that so it doesn't rip. Peel that right off. Place this on, and now it's a time when you want to measure this. So measure it, place it exactly where you want to. Onesie sizes are a little bit different than adult sizes. So you want it a hair lower than you normally would. With adult shirts, you want it about 3 inches from the neck. But since babies are a little bit awkward, if you put this 3 inches from the neck, it could be like up on the baby's chest. So you want this a little bit lower, and go ahead and measure it. Get your measuring tape, make sure it's nice and straight. And once you like it, you can take this entire thing and place it into your auto press. Okay, so we're gonna take our onesie and place it right down. And now we don't have to worry about lining it up while it's in the press. So when Becca mentioned that on a live stream, it blew my mind, and now that's all I do. So if whenever possible, do that. Take your mat out of your auto press. It always helps. Now, as far as temperatures, settings, time, all that, this material is a little bit delicate, so the temperature is at 311 degrees is what it says on the product. Unfortunately, our auto press does not have specific temperatures like that. I don't know why. I wish it would. Honestly, for the price, it should. So we have ours set to 310 degrees, so hopefully that 1 degree is fine. As far as time, you're going to press it for 15 seconds. That's it. Now we're going to take our piece of parchment paper, place it over our design to protect it, and we're going to heat this for 15 seconds. So I'm going to take our auto press and place it down. If you have an auto press, you know once you place the handle down, it will go ahead and automatically start that timer for us. Now once the timer times down, it will open it a little bit quickly. So I'm actually going to place my hand down here and hold it so it doesn't open so, the word that's coming to my mind is violently, but it just kind of pops it open, and I wanted it to be a little more delicate with that material. Now we're going to let this cool down. I'm going to peek under. It looks so cute. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the overhead camera so we can see all of these amazing vibrant colors on our onesie. Okay, now sliding this over, you remember how dull those colors were? Look at these colors. Is this not gorgeous? I love the way it turned out. I love that you're not limited with materials. You can place this on 100% cotton like we did today, or polyester, or a blend, and it really feels nice. You can feel it. I'm not going to say like this is the perfect material ever. You do feel it, but I would say you don't feel it any more than you would new fun printable iron-on or regular HTV. It's really cute though. I love the colors. This cut file is adorable. Of course, speaking of our cut files, like I mentioned, we do have hundreds here at Oak and Lamb. If you are interested in joining our amazing community and being a part of our flock, do so today. You can use the code YouTube for a special discount on your very first month of membership. We have so many cut files with free commercial use licensing. We have great member-only videos and other types of resources specifically for our members, and an exclusive Facebook group that is absolutely unmatched. The community is amazing. So definitely join today, or leave us a comment down below and ask any types of questions that you have. I love the way that this turned out. What do you guys think? What did you guys think of using EasySubli? I hope that you buy some today, try some out. It's a really fun product. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave us a comment down below. Click subscribe and ring that bell to get notified for more amazing videos like this. Don't forget to check out Oak and Lamb. Join the flock today. You won't regret it. We craft on so many other things than just Cricut. We do a lot of laser cutting, a lot of sublimation, woodworking, sewing. We create home decor and so much more. Join today and become a member of our flock. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you another day for another video.